gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Good day, good day, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Tavern Talk, and we are welcome to Qatar World Cup 2022. This will be a review of all the groups of Qatar. And hey, I'm not by myself here. I got KB. Say what's up to all the Disky lovers out there.
Yo, what's up, people? Bringing you lots of Disky love. So, about to give and unpack the World Cup for you. So, yeah, let's go.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Yep. We got a couple of groups that we're going to be unpacking, like KB said. Group A, World Cup, we have the host nation, Qatar. We have Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Qatar has got a very difficult road ahead of them, eh? Yeah. They built good stadiums, but hey, well, let's see what they've got when it comes to their soccer. Because Senegal, as holders of the African Nations Cup, will definitely want to show their worth. Netherlands has always got a good team with the likes of Van Dijk, Memphis Depay, Bergwijn. They would definitely want to say, hey, we're here. We want to be counted. We want this World Cup. Every player wants to shine in the World Cup. But let's see what happens. What do you think? Hey, and not forgetting Ecuador. It's also a South American team. They always do well in these international tournaments. KB?
Yeah. I think for me, Group A is solid. It looks quite exciting. Staying from a standpoint of Africa, I think possibly Senegal has a better chance of making it through this stage and advancing to the knockout stage. And that team obviously is boasting with talent like Sadio Mane, Koulibaly, Edward Mendy, to mention a few. I think the guys they've got an opportunity. Qatar, I don't see them, doing any, world of good or winning, beating the other two teams or the other three teams. I certainly think, Senegal is going to advance. And which other team did you say is there?
It's Ecuador and Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah. Netherlands. Memphis Depay has been, doing some, world of good during the qualifying stages, becoming the highest scorer for any country during the qualifying stages, scoring a total of 12 goals. So I think those are the two countries that are going to make it through. I don't see Ecuador disturbing the plans or Qatar causing an upset.
So Group A for you is clear cut. It's Senegal, Netherlands making it through.
Correct. I think Senegal will collect 3 points from Qatar. And possibly a draw or 3 points from Ecuador. And that's all they need. 4 points will make them probably go through. Hoping that the goal difference is higher. If Ecuador does the same also, get 3 points from Qatar and they draw with Senegal, then we hope that, the goal difference is slightly higher.
But it's about time that an African country does something spectacular at a World Cup. We pinning our hopes on the African Cup holders to, represent Africa and do something worthwhile.
100%.
So that was Group A. On Group B, we have England, Iran, USA, and Wales. So with England, it's time for them to do something. Gareth Southgate has been with England for a minute now, and he has assembled a good squad of players. Good defense, good midfield, striking force, I think it's Jude Bellingham's time for me to show what he's got. You know, everybody's saying that, hey, he's the next big thing.
Who's that?
Let's see. Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see
Okay.
what he does. Kane was the Golden Boot winner at 2019. So they they have a good team. So we'll see what happens with them. Iran, I'm not quite sure whether they'll do that well. USA has always been there. They have players like Pulisic, which always, when it comes to the national teams, does way better than when it comes to the local teams. So we'll see what happens there. So, what do you think of the group?
Yeah,
This
look,
game.
like you said, England, definitely, I think it boosts the sort of the almost clear cut winners of the group, or the favorites rather, of taking all 6 points
Oh,
plus out of this group.
9 points.
Um, Nine, I don't know, nine. I'm saying it'll be. I think there'll be.
Be 6 plus, maybe a draw in there, 2 wins and
Yeah,
a draw. Or
yeah. I'm just mindful of Wales. I think maybe
yeah,
Wales might just be tough on them, but I think they'll definitely collect 3 points from Iran and USA. Um, yeah, we mentioned one player there, Bellingham, but I mean, there's quite a lot of other talent. Like we've seen what Foden has been doing this season for Man City.
yeah.
So hopefully, he jumps and he continues on that run. Um, Mason Mount, I think he's going to be a favorite for uh, you know, uh, Southgate, in that middle of that number 10 role. Um, so
He's
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
Saka has been doing quite well for Arsenal.
yeah, Saka, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be between Saka and Sterling. I think we'll have to see who really sort of shines. I'm just trying to see who's going to be in the starting lineup for Southgate. But yeah, definitely they. USA Captain America Pulisic, he always shines when it comes to his country. I think he'll definitely put in some work against some of his colleagues, like I said, Mount, and so forth. But the defense of England is quite strong, even with Maguire. But Stones and then Crew, they're definitely tough at the back there. Trippier and all of that. That's why I'm saying I don't see them conceding a lot. Iran, on the other hand, they've got Carlos Queiroz again as a coach. He jumps between countries when it comes to tournaments. You see his name up here. There, he was, the coach of Egypt at the AFCON. When they
Yeah.
went all the way to the finals. He's now here with Iran because the World Cup. I love that guy. So yeah, Wales, uh, Gareth Bale and crew. I think they've got also a
Went
funny.
through.
Ramsey hasn't really, sort of been. Yeah, Ramsey's his career is just going up and down from Arsenal to Juventus. I think I'm not even sure where he's playing now. He could be playing for a low end team. But yeah, his career just went from all the way up and then down. So yeah, there's a lot of other talents that we can mention on the squad, but I think for me in this group, it's going to be England and it's going to be probably be Wales that's going to come out as the two winners.
So, are you saying that Carlos Queiroz is not gonna work his magic with this one? So,
No, you know what? That man is, for me, he's right now, he's just in his tail end of his career. He's making money out of football associations because they can pay his salary.
oh yeah,
Um, He doesn't. I don't see anyone, football club or any country that puts a KPI of winning in front of him that he'll take. He's not in it for winning. He's in it
He's
to.
just in it. His name is there. He's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
you're
just,
right.
you know, if he's featured in these tournaments, his CV will look great. But as far as the teams, like I say, I think he's even coached Qatar before. I stand to be corrected, but yeah, he's really been just with small teams.
Right, right, right. Well, I think US might, make it out the group as well.
Mm.
I know you said England and Wales. I feel that the USA will come out second, with
Okay.
Wales third and Iran in the tail end of the group.
Cool.
But hey, Group C boasts Argentina, Saudi
Mm.
Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Argentina, Messi, this being his last World Cup, they really need to do something. And I feel that they will do something with the talented squad that they have, that they've always had. I
Yeah.
think this time around, they they are here to win it. They want to take it. They definitely want to take it.
Yeah.
I know Mexico is there, and with the likes of Raul Jimenez, with in the front right there. So they will definitely also do quite well. Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether they'll have enough firepower for Poland with that Lewandowski down there. I think for second place, it will be a fight between Lewandowski and Jimenez of Wolves. We'll see what happens. So,
Wolves.
yes,
Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Jimenez, yeah.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens, eh? But all eyes on this group are on Argentina and how well they'll do. I think the the group stage will show us how they play, so where they will go when it comes to the World Cup. Your thoughts on the group?
Yeah. I think Argentina, you rightfully said, but Argentina, like always, on paper, they are the best. But on the ground, the best doesn't always gel together enough to sort of, win it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a tricky group for me. And the trick of it is that Argentina could win it, but I don't think it's going to be convincing. Look, when was it 2014? They went all the way to the finals against Germany, right? I think 2018 Russia, they advanced. What I've always liked about Argentina is they've got a huge rivalry against Nigeria, and from early ages, even in the Olympic days,
Yeah, tournaments. Yeah, the under
yeah,
23s at the Olympics. Yeah, they
correct.
always. Yeah.
So I wished, Nigeria would have been around to give them that. But in this group, probably we'll see Argentina and Mexico pull through for me. Poland, they do not have. Who do I see them collecting points against? Maybe against Saudi. Um, hey,
You
look,
don't think Chesney will keep a couple of clean sheets for Poland right there at the back?
I don't see any clean team getting a clean sheet in this group, particularly. No one, even Argentina might concede. I don't see anyone having a clean sheet in any of the games. Like I say, is that I think if I look at which teams, Pol- can Poland beat Saudi? Can Poland beat Mexico? Um, I don't know. I don't know.
I I feel that Poland definitely can beat Saudi.
Okay.
And Mexico, I think it'll be between Mexico and Saudi. Depending on the game between the two of them, then the one will make it through. Eh?
Okay. For me, like I said, it's gonna be Mexico
Argent-
and Argentina.
nah, it's a coin toss between Poland and Mexico for me.
Sure.
But hey, the next group we have France, Mr. Mbappe himself leading France with Mr. Ballon d'Or, Mr. Benzema. We
Yeah.
have Australia, we have Tunisia, and Denmark. So Australia is always come to the World Cup, but they never really, you know, do something worthwhile. That hey, a big upset by Australia that stays in your mind that they've done something uh, to turn the world's head around. Uh, the other team in the group, led by Ericsson, Denmark, we hope that they'll do well. They say that they host a great group of players who do not solely depend on individual quality. So Denmark is a team, uh, they play as a team. So it's going to be quite interesting.
Mm.
But a team to look out for here that we know is definitely going to do well is France with all the talent that they have. I think the talent that France has definitely rivals Argentina. Could be even better than Argentina. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, for me, you're right. It's France. Uh, Again, the French squad never ceases to, bring out the talent. Nkuku, what is that? How do you say it? Nkuku from RB Leipzig.
Oh, from Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah, he's obviously the talent to watch also in that squad. I still wish he can come back. He can come to Chelsea next season. Yeah, but he's obviously whether you'll get enough game time in this tournament or not, that's another thing. You've got Benzema right there. You've got Mbappe, like you mentioned. So it's going to be really tough for him to get into that spot.
And your boy Camavinga from Madrid.
Oh yeah, Isa, you know what? It's I don't know who else is in that center. Who else is
There's Fofana from
Chelsea?
Monaco. He moved to Monaco.
Oh, I thought you
Uh,
said Fofana.
and Robiot. How do you say that name? Yeah, from
Yeah.
Juventus. Chourameni. They say he's quite a good youngster.
Okay.
Who else is up there?
That Chomeni from Real Madrid.
Yeah, from Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think he will definitely command that defensive spot. Um, uh, and Rabiot. I think those are the players that are going to be favorites to play or to start the game. Yeah, but
And he's gonna fill up with strikers and defenders.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, look, like there's quite a lot. I mean, unfortunately, you get somebody like Kante not being able to be part of the squad, but right at the back, you've got Saliba, from Arsenal. Who definitely will make an appearance. I think he's been tremendous, instrumental for Arsenal this season. It would be good to see him in the jersey, game in and game out. I think he, for me, would be a good inclusion. Konate for Liverpool, I don't know.
The thing is, he's been injured in and out the team, so he hasn't had a long run to say that he's got match fitness. But I feel that he's quite good when it comes to defending and even going forward. But you know, uh, like France has got quite a good host of players, so like Upamecano from Bayern Munich, which Varane will definitely possibly be in the squad. You know, so they have to fight for that spot. They definitely have to fight for that spot. So in this group, France most definitely come out. I am hoping for Tunisia, but number two in this group is anybody's guess. I don't know.
For me, it's going to be France and Denmark. Denmark, they who's this guy? Holmberg from Spurs.
Oh yes, I think yeah.
That name.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say that name, but that guy, he's there. You've got Christensen from Barcelona, or previously from Chelsea. You've got Ericsson. Overall, I think they've got good players in the back and in the middle. I'm not looking at the forwards or the striker. I think they're gonna win the match, from the middle, or rather at the back and in the center. That's where they're gonna win the game for me. So I don't think I'm not too worried about the front. So when you look at the other teams like Tunisia and Australia, I think they'll definitely pick up their 6 points from those two teams. Tunisia is not really a threat for me in this team, in this group.
In this group,
Yeah.
they haven't shown their teeth as yet anywhere, like of late, if I may put it that way.
However, they are just a good team. I will give that to them. In this continent, they are great, but
Outside the continent,
yeah, yeah,
they're not doing anything worthwhile.
no.
Uh, a group, a group of death. I don't know whether you would say it's a group of death or not, but we've got Spain, we've got Germany, Costa Rica, and Japan. In this group, we have two previous World Cup winners. Uh, though Germany lost the World Cup, they didn't even make it out the group, came out last. Spain hasn't necessarily shown the form that they had in 2010 for a while now. So it's going to be quite an interesting group. Japan, an Asian team, they've always wanted to show their worth, show that their fast-paced attacking football, counter-attacking football works. So it's going to be quite interesting. And you can never count out a South American team with Costa Rica. Thoughts on the group?
Um, yeah, you said almost like you said a group of death, and I think for me it is Germany, Spain, Japan, Costa Rica. I think let me start off with Germany. I think Germany they've got they've got a group of youngsters and players that have been playing together for a while. Even at club level, you've got Sane and Gnabry, playing together.
The Borussia Dortmund group. Yeah.
Say again?
I'm saying the Borussia Dortmund crew.
Well, they're playing Bayern Munich together.
The same league. Yeah.
Say again?
I'm saying in the same league in Borussia Dortmund, some of them, but I know some of them are like uh, Gnabry, Thomas Müller, Sane, aren't they in Dortmund together?
Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich.
Yes, Bayern Munich. I meant Bayern Munich. Sorry, not Borussia Dortmund.
You're busy saying Dortmund.
I'm thinking Yellow Submarine. It's red. Bayern Munich. Yeah, I threw you off there, ne?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they play together there. Manuel Neuer also, the keeper. So it's quite a lot of Kimmich is also there. So there's quite a lot of players that are playing together there. Godse would have also played with them before, so he's also obviously one of the players are gonna show up and play together. So I think for me, they've got a strong squad that possibly even can go into the top four, to the semifinals. So definitely, I think they'll make it through this squad or this group. Spain, they boost a lot of youngsters this season or this time around. They've got Pedri, they've got Ansu Feta and Fatu Feti, what? Ansu, yeah,
Fatu.
Fatu, and to name a few. But I think they also, could be a possible, winners or possible, take a lot of points out of this group. As to where they'll get those points from, I don't see them beating Germany. I could possibly see them beating Costa Rica, or possibly drawing with Japan. But that 4 points, whether it's enough to go into the next stage, it's also, it's to be seen.
Questionable, depending on how many goals that they
Yeah,
score.
yeah. Costa Rica, or maybe let me go to Japan. Japan, I mean, they've been in every World Cup, I think. They've been showing up to every World Cup ever since for a while now. So I see Japan, sort of going in there, um, and, and and causing an upset. They could cause an upset in that group. I think they could beat Spain, probably. They could, I think Manamino, you said, is one of the players there. There's a guy who plays for Arsenal. I forgot his name now. Who's from this group? Who plays for Japan? But yeah, that's also where we're gonna see sort of the difference. Costa Rica. I mean, who do they really have in their squad? Apart from the goalkeeper Navas, who
Yeah.
plays for PSG.
Yeah.
I, it's. I feel
I
like,
think it's mostly local lads.
look, they're probably playing in Spain. There's
Yeah.
guys that are playing in Spain. South Americans always find themselves in Spain somehow. Yeah,
And his team.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think they yeah, between them and Japan.
So in this group, we are seeing Germany definitely.
Yeah.
Uh, who's coming out second?
Um,
Costa Rica or Japan or Spain?
I'd say Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
From what you've been saying, I actually thought, no, definitely not Spain. You said they might get 4 points in, not that many goals. And
The thing is, what's gonna happen between Costa Rica against Japan? Who's gonna win that game? You know, I see a draw in that game. To be fair, yeah, I see a draw in that.
But this is the World Cup. They'll definitely throw a couple of spanners in the work, a couple of surprises, and then we might just see Germany again not making it past the group stages. But hey, we'll see what happens. Group F, we have Belgium, Mr. Lukaku. We have Canada. We have Morocco and Croatia. With Croatia, they still have their star Luka Modric. They have players like is it Perisic?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perisic. But this team looks like they've been together for a while. They host a good midfield. They work from the midfield, working up, which might be quite good. The other team to look out for, definitely Belgium. Belgium has always had a good team, but you know, performance wise, they haven't. But Kevin De Bruyne, a player that has always played at a top level. It's his time to do something, shine at a world stage now. I feel that let's see exactly what this team has got, because it's got a host of players like I was saying, De Bruyne, Manuel, which Lukaku, Havertz, Doku.
Harvard.
So yes, Eden Hazard.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see what they have. Let's see what they do. But even their defense is quite good. So in this group, apart from Belgium, any team to look out for?
Uh, Belgium. I don't think Lukaku would play. When last did Lukaku even play a game? He's been out with a thigh injury most of the season. I think that boy Trossard from
But
Brighton. I think
Trossard is
he,
on the team. Yeah. Yeah, but why?
but why he's actually been good. During
Yeah.
the qualifying games and the friendlies, he's actually been performing quite well. So, yeah, I think
Mm.
he might also just become that player. I don't know if Dries Martins is still playing, but I know he also one of the players that are always shining when he gets a chance there at Napoli. But yeah, I think this obviously will be the team to watch. Canada. Um, what do we know about Canada apart from Afonso Davies? I mentioned, or rather, Hutchinson, the midfielder, is one of the oldest players in the team. He's 39 years old. He's been with this national team. I think is probably, it's got more than 100 caps now um, for Canada. So, um, what else do we know about Canada? What can you really say about Canada? I don't know if they've ever, shined or even gone through the any stages. But yeah,
Any
Morocco,
states I don't
yeah, yeah, Morocco. They've got what is this boy? This boy who's just at PSG now, Hakimi. Hakimi,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
And
Hakimi. Say again?
even Zayek from
Yeah, Hakim Ziyech. He just came back from retirement so that he can go to the World Cup. Initially, he had retired from international duties, but he opened himself available because the national team is going to the World Cup.
needed him.
Yeah. So it's
But
quite.
don't you think doing that might destabilize the team in a way? You taking away a spot of somebody that worked hard to get to the World Cup.
Yeah, look, it could be. It could be. It could be because he wasn't part of the qualifying or
Yeah,
most of the
qualifiers and all of that. Yeah.
And this was also, there was an attitude problem that he was, having, which the coach didn't want to put him. So he decided he's just gonna retire. But he's got a talent. He just, he obviously just needs good management to get the best out of him. So as far as this group is concerned, you already touched on Croatia with the likes of Luka Modric and so forth. I think um, for me, it's gonna boil down to who do I think? Who do I think? Belgium one and Croatia. Belgium and Croatia for me.
I think, yeah, most people would say that the Belgium and Croatia will make it through the group. I think since we don't know much about Canada, the another team that might make it through would be Morocco, second if they're lucky, but Belgium and Croatia.
Yeah, look,
And the next,
I
yeah,
don't see where they're gonna collect 6 points, man.
yeah,
I,
yeah. Uh,
I don't.
the likes of Morocco, you say?
Yeah, I don't see where they can collect 6 points. Beating Croatia is gonna be hard. Beating
Yeah.
Belgium is gonna be hard. Maybe beating
Maybe they
the
might
other
be if they're lucky.
Canada. Yeah, maybe. But that's again, that's only 3 points that is possible for them.
Mm. Nine. This is a World Cup. We'll see what happens. Group G. Whoa. Brazil,
Yeah,
Switzerland, Serbia, and Cameroon.
yeah.
A beautiful group. Uh, Brazil always favorites for World Cup.
Yeah.
Cameroon, you know, one of our African countries which we hope will do quite well. Serbia, it hosts quite a number of players like Mitrovic, uh, Tadic, uh, all the players,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, which it's going to be quite an interesting group. I know that this was actually your group that you wanted to keep a keen eye on.
Yeah.
What did you think of this?
Look, starting with Switzerland, I'll start with Switzerland. I think Switzerland has also got a tough, or rather, they've got a competitive squad, and I'm going to start with sort of maybe looking at the players that are close to our eye in the EPL, from Zakaria at Chelsea, Akanji for Man City, Shaka, who is the captain for
Switzerland, yeah.
yeah, for Arsenal. I mean, he's not the captain for Arsenal, but he's the captain for Switzerland. And then you've got your old favorite Shaqiri also, who sort of is well known to the EPL, having had played for Liverpool.
Yeah.
So it's quite a new team. I know they've got that boy called Noah. Uh, what's his name now? He plays for Leipzig also. Noah.
You don't remember? No.
He's got a Nigerian name, right? Noah something, something, something. But he's sort of the talent to look out for, because if you remember, even during like I said, is the Leipzig. Just give me a second while I try and remember this name. But definitely Noah is one of the players.
Noah Okafor.
Okafor, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Uh, you remember him during the World Cup, like I say, that during the Champions League, he scored against Chelsea. I think 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. Talent to watch, talent to watch. He's also accompanied by another assassin there. Also sort of real embolo.
Bolo, I've heard of.
Yeah, so those for me are sort of the key players outside of what I've just said. Shaqiri, obviously, like I said, during the World Cup sort of qualifiers, he's at a total of 6 assists
Oh,
out
wow.
of 8 games. So
That's a
yeah,
good return.
yeah. So we're really gonna see quite a lot of play coming from there. Today, actually, funny enough, is that they had the warm-up game against Ghana, and
Mm.
they lost 2-0 to Ghana today. Whether that will play a factor when they have to face Cameroon or not, I don't know. Because also Cameroon is promising or bringing up a team
A
strong
wealth
enough.
of.
Yeah, Choupo-Moting. I always wondered what does he have, this guy, that makes him move around from big team to another. Um, you know, he's with Bayern Munich now. He came from PSG, and he's scoring. He's got this. He's got a lightning thunder football right foot. He can shoot
Yeah.
that ball from anywhere in the pitch. I think amazing talent. So in this group for me, Sabia, you mentioned the guys who like this, Mitrovic and Tadic.
Mm.
So there's quite a lot of talent, and I mean, Mitrovic scored 8 goals in 8 games in the World Cup qualifiers. Vlahovic,
Good. Mm.
joint striker, 4 goals in 8 games. So those two guys, they're going to be scoring goals. If they get any chance to make it through to the next round, definitely, I think they're going to cause a lot of upsets because they've got a lot of shooting and goal scoring in their legs, and that's going to upset a lot of teams. Brazil, as we know it, it's Brazil, man. The exclusion of Bobby Firmino hasn't really settled well with a lot of people. But then you look at the totality of that squad. I mean, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of
In
talent.
all, there's still a lot of talent.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
he
what?
missed.
Yeah. What amazes me is that they've got defenders, 2 old defenders. They've got Daniel Alves and they've got Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is
Oh yeah.
39. Daniel Alves is 38 years old. What are they doing? Are they really putting these guys against the youngsters to run against? They're much talented, though, I must say. I don't doubt them for a second that they are able to run, after these young boys. But yeah, it's just a surprise to see that
And you
they've got.
wonder that with the wealth of talent that Brazil has got, how can they want to put such old guys in front of
Who would you have? Which other talent did they skip that you think should be there at the back?
at the back? That Arsenal guy Gabriel,
You think he's much better than Thiago Silva?
he could be much faster when it comes to chasing after other players.
I always say about.
Maybe, or maybe they wanted a different type of option when it comes to Thiago Silva when the game needs. I don't know. I was just throwing it out there, right? Devil's advocate type thing.
No, no, I hear you, and you're right. It's worth trying to understand what the coach's plan is
Yeah.
around. But uh,
Well, building for the future as well, you have to see for uh, these guys would be the last World Cups type thing. So you want to bring in bet in future so that the next World Cup, the next bunch of players also get World Cup experience and so forth, so forth. So that next World Cup, when it's their time to play, they're not like, this is the World Cup. This is the first time I come here. Uh, they are like, I've been here before. I'm good.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that in country football, or it doesn't work like club. In club, you can talk and think, the future.
In that
Uh,
way.
but you as a coach,
Especially with Brazil, it wants results, results, results.
well, everyone wants
Every
results. Everyone wants results. Unfortunately, it's a World Cup. You don't experiment with the World Cup. You want to win the World Cup. So, like I said, that when it comes to a country or coaching a country, you don't, even yourself, there's no guarantee that you, as a coach, there's no guarantee that you'll be available or you'll be still around for the next World Cup. So, uh, you use the best talent you have at the time that you're given. And for me, I'm not taking anything away from Gabriel. I think Thiago doesn't have to run. He's never showed or never shown himself to be a person that has to run. His mental capability of the game, allows him to position
needed.
himself such that he's closer to where he needs to be. So I don't see him needing to run. I don't see Daniel Alves, running out of breath when he has to run. So, yeah, look, you've got Ellison Baker, you've got
It's,
uh, Anderson also there, Anderson, goalkeepers at the back.
yeah.
I always ask myself is how do you as a coach choose between the two,
Tuesday, yeah, we was. I think they're almost on par.
Man, they're both 90 rating for me, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're on par, both of them. So,
Yeah,
uh, whichever one on the day that when the coach wakes up is like, this one, it's fine.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
in. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's like that. It's who really, really, really is gonna be there.
So you think Neymar will stand out as a star in this team, or Vinicius Junior will do what he's been doing at Barcelona, or who's going to be the star of this star-studded Barcelona Brazil team?
Hey, Vinicius Junior is not playing for Barcelona.
Real Madrid. Real Madrid.
Yeah. It could be anyone, George. You didn't even include Rafinha in that part of the position, So it could be anyone for Brazil to shine. Obviously, we know who's the set piece taker. It's gonna be Neymar. He's gonna take the penalties. He's gonna take those free kicks, direct free kicks, and so forth. But as far as everyone else, Casemiro, captain, and like I mentioned, Rafinha, they probably also gonna show up. We've got Richarlison, who wants to, be remembered or known that he's also a player to be worthwhile. And like you said, Vini Jr., amazing talent right there. So it's for me, Brazil on paper, they're even much better than your Argentina. I think they're equal to Germany. I see them going all the way to top four. So for me, Brazil will get out of this group and win this group. As to the second team, it could be between Switzerland and Cameroon.
And you saying that Switzerland just lost 2-0 to
Yeah,
to Ghana,
yeah,
so might bode well for Cameroon.
correct. So, like I said, that it might be Cameroon, but Serbia, as much as they're scoring, I think they'll also concede a lot of goals. I don't see them, being able to keep a clean sheet. I think there's going to be a leak right at the back. So that's where the unfortunate part comes in. Is that the team, when you win, you're going to have to win it by making sure you don't
By
concede.
a big margin, knowing that I've leaked a couple of goals, but at least I've scored more than I've leaked.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Group G, I also see Brazil coming out first, and then hopefully, like I said, uh, Cameroon. Crossing fingers, man. Crossing fingers.
So this is the second group where we think an African team might go through.
Yeah,
Senegal and Cameroon.
Cameroon. Yeah. And Group H, a very, very, very interesting group with Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and Korea Republic, South Korea.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, with Portugal, they still have Cristiano Ronaldo, but at the age of 37, this will possibly definitely be his last World Cup. But him being so old, another player needs to step up and take that mantle that Cristiano Ronaldo has been. Like everybody's always uh, give the ball to Ronaldo, give the ball to Ronaldo, and they say that the downfall of Portugal, it being such a good team, is always the coach Fernando Santos. You know, when he's playing against small teams, they are quite good. They score rapidly. But when it comes to slightly bigger teams, he becomes a bit scared, and he's in a way defensive, and that's to the detriment of the team. But they have a good team with Cancelo, Diaz, Pepe, Dalo, Joao Felix from Atletico is definitely gonna shine in this World Cup, I think. I see you shaking your head right there. Bernardo Silva is there. Bruno Fernandes is definitely gonna take that midfield and make it his own. Unfortunately, Jota is injured. I'm not quite sure whether he'll make it for the World Cup. He is actually not in the squad.
No, he's
So
not.
he's not in the squad. But he's the one that's always pushing. He's always defending from the front. So we need a striker that will definitely do that. You know, players like Ruben Neves need to step up. William Carvalho from Real Betis. Uh, so a player to watch is a AC Milan player, Rafael Leon, which he's been quite good, and he's one to watch. He's one to watch.
Yeah, look, he's also one of those players that have been heavily linked to Chelsea.
Mm.
Uh, I really hope that we can have that move also sort of, across or get it over the line during the January transfer.
Transfer window. Yeah.
But as far as the rest of uh, the, the 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 Portuguese squad is concerned, I, I'm surprised you still think Ronaldo is not as powerful or shouldn't be the focus. I think
I think I'm saying he shouldn't be the focus right now because I think with what is happening right now with his club football, he might be, for me, uh, double focused. You know, with his issues at Manchester United. Uh, I know that he's always had media on his side, not on his back and all of that, but this is just with his age, with everything that's going on, him losing a little bit of his speed. I think he won't be number one. Number one. Um,
again,
you
again,
you have a different opinion. I see.
Of course, of course. I mean, I don't see. Look, all this thing that he's lost this, is lost that. I think it's what sort of a narrative that media is trying to create us to make us think. It's English media trying to create Ronaldo to be a poor player of the ball.
Which he,
I don't see that at all. It's just that he's not getting game time. If it was an English footballer, they wouldn't say the same. We're not hearing those negative things about Harry Kane. He's getting older, but we're not hearing that. He's going to be slower. He's now slightly this. We're not hearing that. We're all hearing that he's the best player and he can do it. And I think similarly with Ronaldo. Ronaldo, when he comes to national team, and especially because he's the captain, his focus is so 100% on the pitch. This is not the first time where sort of club football has sort of ran through his mind. I mean, before the move to Juventus, he went through the Euros, and again there was quite a lot of talk. Ronaldo, where you going? Where you this? Where you that? And he put all of that off his mind, and he went into the pitch, and they won the Euro. So I think he will definitely push himself. That's the only way he knows how to prove the critics wrong. Get on the pitch.
On the pitch.
And he'll do it. If there's one sportsman in the whole universe, and what we've seen in the past is that this man has never ever let anything stand in his way to prove the critics wrong. When he left United and he went to Madrid, and he didn't get the Ballon d'Or that year. I think it went to Messi. First time got his Ballon d'Or, and the world started saying, "Oh, this is a sensation. He's better than Ronaldo." And Messi took in the next year again. He's better than Ronaldo. He worked harder. He put in a lot more effort, and he came back and he started winning the Ballon d'Or again. So at this World Cup, do I see him performing well? I think so. I think he's going to put in a next level performance,
just to prove the critics wrong.
Yeah. That squad is boosting with a lot of players. Bruno Fernandes.
It's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, I always talk about Bruno, and I say that for me, he's probably the best player. I love him so much. Joao Felix, why I was shaking my head is that I always have so much hope in him to shine, but he never ever gets to do that. I think he's got one or two games out of 10 that'll be good, and then he's really up there. And then the other games, he's just giving you average. And rightfully, why I'm so angry about it is because I feel like he's got a whole lot more talent to show. He's almost like your Paulo Dybala at Arsenal. I mean, at Roma now. That that this boy has got so much talent. You wish that he could just do it, without any limitations. So yeah, I don't know. I just really can only hope. But yeah. They've got Pepe right at the back. Pepe, 39 years old also. Gosh.
Yeah, no, they have a good mix of youth and experience, a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So that's why they're also, I won't say dark horse, but they are bound to finish on top, either fourth place or maybe even better if they perform like they can perform.
Yeah. For me, Ghana, Ghana got into the this World Cup. Hey, shaky, man. They
Yeah, with the South Africa and Ghana with that last minute penalty,
yeah.
slightly controversial.
There was also in the second stage after that, there was also that playoff, and they were playing against Nigeria. Again, similarly, they had another controversial thing where a penalty was awarded in the first. Yeah. So yeah, it really.
Yeah, I don't want to go on too long though, because we're already an hour into the stream. So, for you, KB, like I said, as much as I'd like Ghana to make it out, I, I see Portugal and Uruguay out of the team. So, last group, who's going to come out?
You're asking me about this group now, what?
Yes.
Oh,
Your thoughts on who's going to come out of this group? I know we didn't touch up on Korea Republic, but I'm looking at the time now, so that our peoples don't stand here for too long.
yeah. I think Portugal and South Korea are gonna advance.
You you're thinking South Korea will do something against Ghana and Uruguay? I get that South Korea has got players like Min Song, Kim Mi Jeng from Napoli, and Ming from Wolves and all. But do you think that there are such a team that would do well against the Uruguay and Ghana?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play, fair play, fair play. All right. For me, as I said, Portugal, Uruguay, going on through. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. These are the groups of the Qatar World Cup 2022. Don't worry, we'll come back after the first round of games and unpack them quick, fast, and in a hurry for y'all. But don't forget, first match on Sunday. Enjoy your football. KB, any last words for the guys and girls of
Yeah.
Tavern?
Yeah. Look, I think everyone must just go out and enjoy world of football. It's gonna be a bit dry without the EPL or any other leagues playing around, but yeah, go out, support an African country, and yeah, let's see. Let's all hope that Africa does us good this in this sequel of the World Cup.
Yeah. All right, all right, all right. But hey, as much as there's no soccer EPL or BBV, but there's football each and every day. And there are games that are around 12, 2, 5, 9. So you'll always find a game to watch. Hopefully they're good and support a team. All right, this has been us. Please enjoy. Visit the tavern. Peace out.